everybody. We are here in the International Congress of 40 Days for Life in Mexico, and we have here Dr. Haywood. Please, could you introduce yourself?
My name is Haywood Robinson, and I'm the Director of Medical Affairs and Education for 40 Days for Life. It's a blessing to be here in Mexico City at the Latin American Conference. It's finished, but I tell you, it was a wonderful conference. It's the first time I've been to the Latin American Conference, and there is so much fantastic spiritual energy, so many beautiful people, and we're dedicated to saving these babies, seeing workers leave the clinics, and seeing these facilities that kill innocent children to close. So I'm just blessed to have friends like you, friends that I've met here, and I look forward to maybe visiting some of the other countries in Latin America to see some of the work that's being done. But I was impressed. Everything was done absolutely magnificently.
Thank you very much, Doctor. And could you please tell us just briefly, how did you join the pro-life movement, or how did you realize, for your personal experience?
Well, some of the people who are watching may know that I am a former abortionist. I used to do abortions. My wife, my late wife, was an abortionist also. We worked together. But to make the story shorter, the Lord came into our life and turned us all the way around from abortionists that kill babies to pro-life warriors. I have been, and my wife has been, involved with 40 Days for Life from the very beginning. And we saw it grow from one city in College Station, Texas, where we live, to hundreds and hundreds of prayer campaigns around the world. And it's just beautiful to see how the Lord has grown this wonderful ministry with people like you.
Actually, it's wonderful how you are like testimony of the love of the Lord, and how prayer is actually working. In Spain, a lot of people knows a lot about Abby Johnson because of the Unplanned movie. How did you meet Abby Johnson?
Well, that's very interesting. Abby Johnson, many of you have seen the movie. She was the director of Planned Parenthood in the city where I live. And we prayed in front of that facility. That was the very first facility at 40 Days, prayed in front of. And after several years, the Lord convicted her of her involvement with abortion, and she walked out. After she walked out, Sean Carney, who is the president and CEO of 40 Days for Life, told her things were going to be all right, but there wasn't a lot he could offer her. He says, but I do know someone in town here who you can talk to who has also been involved with abortion. And he brought her to my office to see my wife and to meet with me, and we encouraged her. She didn't know what she was going to do. She was in fear. She didn't know how she was going to make it. You know, people in Planned Parenthood, they make a lot of money. She had a husband, she had children, but believe me, everything for her has worked out well. If you follow the Lord, she is a wonderful, prosperous ministry where other workers are leaving the industry. She travels all around the world helping to save babies now. It's just beautiful to see.
Thank you very much. And well, now in Spain we're passing through a hard situation for doctors in general, because the government wants to eliminate or regulate, as they call it, the objection of conscience. So what message could you give to those doctors?
I would tell all of those doctors there in Spain or even Canada, it's the same situation in Canada, where they want to take away your right to choose whether you're going to be involved with abortion. Everybody should have the opportunity to say, no, I don't want to be involved with abortion or not. But what happens, governments have become more what we call totalitarian. They want to control the people. They feel that since they give you a license that comes from the government, that means you have to do whatever they say you're going to do. But if we go down that road, if you continue that same logic, that same thinking, that's exactly what they did in Nazi Germany. You see, you are an agent of the state. Your license comes from the state, therefore you will kill these Jews. So that's what's happening now. You have a license from the state, you will now kill babies. So I just want to tell you doctors in Spain and Canada, keep fighting. And unfortunately, like in Canada, and I don't know if it's true in Spain, they can actually kick you out of the school or the program if you don't agree to do abortions, and that is wrong.
Wow. Okay, thank you very much. Just finally say that, well, in Spain we have a former nurse, a former abortionist nurse that get converted, and she's now giving testimony all around Spain and the world, and her name is Maria del Himalaya. We really pray to have more cases like that, like yours, those really cases of life where God transforms. Could you also give like a message to those people that are working on these abortion clinics?
Everybody who's working in abortion facilities, you need to find another place to work. You don't have to work there. I know the pay may be good, but you're doing something very, very wrong. If once you leave, your heart will feel better. Your heart will tell you, you did the right thing. So look for another place to work. Look for a place that respects life. Medicine is supposed to only help people. The doctors, these hands right here, are only intended to do good, to make people feel better, to not do any harm, not to harm babies, not to harm older people, not to harm anyone, only to do good. So separate yourself. Even if you worked in the facility answering a telephone as a receptionist, you're still involved. You have to get out totally and then ask forgiveness of the Lord for being involved in this evil of abortion.
Thank you very much. And just finally, in one word, how would you describe your new life? Or
a new life, the pro-life life is a life of joy. It's a life of relief. You no longer have the heaviness of being involved with killing babies. You meet other people like you who have the same feeling. There is no better feeling than to be released from the death culture of abortion. It's a beautiful thing. If you look at and talk to people who are involved with abortion or who advocate for abortion, you can tell that they have a heavy spirit inside. You can tell that they do not have joy. That's because they believe that children should be killed and they should not. So we welcome you. We want you to come to our side and be joyful with us and help save more babies.
Thank you very much, Dr.
My blessing.
Haywood, and
My
it's
blessing.
an honor to hear you and to be with you in this congress. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.